What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to yet again another movies or shows of the week. How's everyone doing? What's everybody been watching? Do let us know down in the comments. I'll just try and go a little bit quicker through these films or shows that I've been watching. Just be a quick little rundown on why you should or why maybe you should not be watching them. So let's get into it. Just first up here, as you can see, we've got The Silent Sea. During a perilous 24-hour mission on the moon, space explorers tried to retrieve samples from an abandoned research facility steeped in classified secrets. It's really quite an interesting show. If you don't like having to follow subtitles, this is just a straight out pass for you, so go to the next one. But if you are a fan of Korean films and shows, and you don't mind following some subtitles, which is great, because otherwise you will miss a few great things. The acting is really, really good. If you're a fan of sci-fi, this is a good watch. Don't get us wrong, it is really quite slow building up to things in the early episodes and that, but there's enough intrigue there just to keep you interested, just enough to want to see what's going to happen later on. Again, I mean, for a Netflix series and that, there's some beautiful shots here of space and the moon, and the costumes of the spacesuits and that are really, really impressive. So, very quickly here, just the Book of Boba Fett is what I had been watching next. A couple of episodes of Movies of the Week back, I had tried to get into this show, Book of Boba Fett, because the Star Wars world does interest us, and I've seen this and I thought I would give it a go. But just for me personally, I tried and I've watched to episodes 3 and it just really hasn't grabbed us. The set designs and acting and costumes all look very, very good, but just the substance and everything that else is around it, the story, I just can't find myself getting all that interested into it. So this one is just a pass for me. But got The Mandalorian coming soon, so fingers crossed I'll be watching that. Next up, we've got a really, somehow surprisingly good of an animation film, as I had actually already seen this before. Up there is The Incredibles 2. I'm going to talk a little bit more in depth on this because I did actually really quite enjoy it. A little bit of a surpriseness in my voice here because I had seen it in the cinema already when it came out, but I was just a little bit disappointed. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't really fantastic either. However though, on a rewatch, I did actually really quite enjoy this film. And considering it was like 12, 14 years or something for this to come out after the first one, I was definitely hoping for it to be just a little bit better. But no doubt it is definitely a fun little watch to be had. Jack absolutely steals the show in this film. Nearly every scene he is in is just, it's so funny. I'm a 27-year-old man and I'm sitting and I'm just laughing my head off at a baby fighting a raccoon.
You have powers! Yeah!
As I say, that fight between the raccoon and Jack is really quite funny. And to be honest, worth the watch of the film itself. It's so good. The animation with Pixar is, as usual, absolutely stunning and beautiful. I do have this on 4K there, as you can see. And I was just sitting, noticing all these subtle little details in things, such as just water on a cup, and the details of the cup, and just everything. And it just really quite impressive. Really, my one gripe on this film was that the villain, just a bit daft in my opinion. I mean, you can clearly tell that it's because of the goggles. So people thinking that superheroes are suddenly evil and that is just, I couldn't buy it. But really fun hanging around these characters again. Some returning characters as well, like Frozo, and it was good seeing Edna again. This was very close to becoming the pick of the week this week. Honestly, well worth a watch. And if you were like me and you didn't thoroughly enjoy it that much the first time around, I do invite you to watch it again. Do let us know in the comments if you did enjoy Incredibles 2. Okay, so pick of the week this week we have... We have The Nice Guys, starring Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe.
It's my husband. He's gone missing.
Missing?
I'm terribly worried. It's just Fred's never been gone this long before.
How long has he been missing?
Since the funeral.
Well, I can start right away.
This is such an underrated movie. Big time. I don't think I've heard really anyone talk about this. If you're a fan of buddy cop movies such as Lethal Weapon, I highly recommend you watch it. Russell Crowe is absolutely fantastic as the tough guy cop, and Ryan Reynolds is just, as usual, if you've seen me Blade Runner review, which again I'll put up in there, it's just a crazy good actor in anything that he does, and he gets more to kind of play around in here because he often doesn't talk that much in films, but this, he gets a nice bit to do. The Nice Guys takes place in a 1970s Los Angeles, and just the setting, the costumes, and all, it's just done so well. You really feel like you're in the 70s. It went down on his luck. Private Eye Holland March, played by Gosling, and hired enforcer Jackson Healy, Russell Crowe, must work together to solve the case of a missing girl. During their investigation, they uncover a shocking conspiracy that reaches up to the highest circles of power. Like an hour 40 minutes, easy, quick, fun watch. It may take a couple turns that you don't see coming. Here's just a quick little thing of things that have been mentioned. And make sure you do hit that like button and do subscribe. Comment down below if you've seen any of these films and if you plan on watching any that I have mentioned. As usual, thank you all for watching.